The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Cougars offense will have the football first, and they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So USC's offense has the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He's got it and still on his feet. Trojans. A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They're going to test the right side with this one. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's got an open man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Bachmeier. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle, it's Jordan. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And that one's incomplete. The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the whole.
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Just keeps slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed near the marker. It's Cooper. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got his man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bachmeier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, after after not getting a thing done on first down. It's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Picked off! What a play by this defense! How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. BYU right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's loose down the middle. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day.
Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Now from inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
Offense facing 4th down.
And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Quick completion on the out.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Cooper. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught close to the marker, it's Strachan. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Turning on the Jets. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They just keep firing. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hot environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
And first down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Hard running there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. And the Trojans need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bears the pressure. Gets rid of it. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't doesn't convert this time. The Trojans will come to the line to convert on 4th down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion and not just...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Scanning the field, it's Hillstead. Fires to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The field goal is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the defense was ready when the wide receiver got the ball.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Cooper. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
He got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner goes down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
A 10-yard loss.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return is brought down at the 36, and the USC offense will take
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit.
Makes a grab, pass to Marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
at the 5-yard line. First and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Back to throw, it's Patterson. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Wide open, and it's a foot race. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field? On display right there, and it was just about a return for a touchdown. And this is an offensive coordinator's dream. The short field, the very short field, the punt return setting up a 1st and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Give him 6. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. My goodness, he is put... on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Patterson. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Bringing the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make this. That's where they'll put it in play. And guys, USC. Ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to buy time. Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Now the play fake. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. They'll go to the air. Back's got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay? He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Strachan. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's looking deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woods. A full dive to haul that one in. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break.
Turning it on. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. To the air, it's Patterson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.